Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the TCU Horned Frogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth might be small, but it is mighty. Seating 46,000 fans, the purple smoke, the engine horn blaring, the Frogs getting going on game day in Fort Worth. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Frogs headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. First down. Catch in the middle, it's Diaz. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Off play action on first down. Pressure coming. Being chased. Got a first down. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And they almost had a connection on the long pass, but the receiver couldn't make the grab in bounds.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Throws for the tight end. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside, it's Moulton. Wrestled down at the 26, it's a gain of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Could be an alley. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Trying to run, it's Moulton. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Handoff from Moulton. Headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Man, that's got to sting. This returner wants to make a big play for his team, wants to make something happen. You don't get very many opportunities to do it in a football game, and he did the exact opposite. Created a huge momentum play for the other team. That one's going to sting a little.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Second down, he'll throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
TCU, 0.
They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter. And QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
The defense with a chance to get off the field here on 3rd and long after giving up scores on the last 2 possessions. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Intercepted to stop the threat. He's at the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He wants to start this drive with a pass. grabbed in the middle. It's Diaz.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it on the outside. Off and running. Touchdown, Iowa! Once he got some room, it was over. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
TCU, set. Number 41, set to kick it off.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They go right back to him. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The play action fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the 1st half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
It's too bad because these receivers are winning outside one-on-one. If this offensive line can just give their quarterback a little bit more time, there are some plays to be had.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Man, oh man, team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Craig. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun on 3rd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Reads it, fires complete. Out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. He had 3 or 4 more yards to go, and it'll be a turnover on down. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, he's looked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
I love the play design, I love the decision, I love the throw, and I hate the catch. That is a play you gotta make on 3rd down.
Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They take over again, and they have yet to move the sticks on their previous 2 possessions. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To the air, it's Craig. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Payne. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Off the play fake. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner, trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. He goes right back to the air. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Unloads it downfield. Catch inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
1st down for the offense.
The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Working that wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
Set to kick off.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and
And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad play at a bad time.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Breaks into the open. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Defense sniffs that one out immediately, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll stop the clock to have a look at the injured Hawkeye. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rule will check on his condition. So now it's second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Fires quickly. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw. Now rolling to the left. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
And the Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Moulton. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick release on the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Here's a give to Malton. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Iowa spends its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Back to throw, it's Craig. Under fire. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on 3rd down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Now the Hawkeyes will call their 3rd and final timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab inside the 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
At the 23.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Aggies who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And personally, I love the 4-3 defense because that's what I played in college. And as a defensive lineman, you get to penetrate more and take more gaps and make plays. They've done a really good job stopping the run this game, and I'm not surprised it's out of that 4-3.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Back to throw, it's Craig. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Horned Frogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the comeback is on.
And you gotta love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
You give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement up front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Out of the gun with Kamari Malton. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Complete to the left. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Handoff for Malton. Maybe a crease. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Hawkeyes are threatening on first and goal. Kamari again. Touchdown, Iowa! And they take it in for 6 more points. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah,
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Trying to take it back. The 10!
well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Got his man on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
It's complete to the left. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Wants to throw. It's Craig. Right on the money. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll move the wide receiver.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. It'll be 3rd and long. Bakes the grab on the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Horned Frogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football.
Might have a chance. And it was lights out after that. He scores for the 5th time in this game. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passes.
Turning it on! got enough for the first. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Pulls it and fires to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple, but the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to Malton. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
On first down, it's Malton again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy can catch it or nobody can catch it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it'll be caught on the right side. But the officials saying he was just out of bounds on the right side. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Well, the kicker's 0 for 3 right now in this football game, and we're going to find out just how mentally tough he is. We've got some football still to be played. They're going to need him, but he needs to get right in his mind. He's got to find somehow, some way to get his confidence back.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They'll operate out of split backs. Looking for a man. It's Craig. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going. Never built the momentum.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. The offense changing the play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Offense working from the pistol. Here's a give to Malton. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying. In on this drive. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Kamari again. Hard running there. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's third and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. To the air, it's Craig. That's reeled in, it's small. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that will just serve to pad the stats.